Hey guys! So, to be completely honest, I ate a normal amount of food today and I listened to my hunger cues and I feel pretty guilty about it because I'm recovering from anorexia and it's really hard for me when I eat what Anna thinks is a large quantity of food, when in general and in reality it's not, and it's a normal amount of food and I should not feel bad about it. And I thought I would just talk on here because I need to distract myself from feeling guilty, and it just doesn't feel good to restrict myself and just feel like shit. I don't want to do it anymore. It's not worth it. Why it's important to recover from eating disorders, and why I'm in recovery, and why it's important for me to move past these emotions even though they're really tough and become healthy, because I deserve to live a life that I enjoy. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to have balance and do what I love and spread love in this world. So I'm also not wearing like any makeup today, if anyone can notice, and I have a pimple like right here which is bothering me so much. I also have my heater right here. It's just like blowing some warm air on me because I'm feeling a little cold actually. Be really open and honest, because anorexia is a really terrible disease that I would not wish upon anyone, and I think a way that I think of it is it really is an illness. It's an illness mentally and physically. It's mostly mental, as I've talked about before, but it is also very physical. So an example is when I was quite underweight a few months ago, I went through a lot of starvation symptoms, such as feeling cold all the time, irritability, weakness, mental fog, depression, anxiety, loss of my period, which I still don't have my period I haven't had it for years, which is very sad, and I hope I can get it back soon. Just like getting sick a lot, not being able to be present in conversations, basically not having a personality at all. It was so terrible, and I never want to go back there, ever, and I really hope that I never will, so fingers crossed. But yeah, I have control over whether I go back to that point or not, but I'm just saying, like, I was at a healthy weight before I got down to that unhealthy weight, and then I ended up losing a bunch of weight from that healthy standpoint. So I'm just saying, like, there have been a lot of ups and downs in my life, and it's hard to know what the future holds, but I'm gonna do my very best to just take care of my body and create a life that I really love, and a body that can support me through everything that I want to do in my life. So there's that. What was I gonna say? But yeah, I guess in the way that it's a physical illness is that it infects your body and your mind, and it kind of takes away your personality and your soul and all of the beautiful things about you, and it just replaces them with this like really creepy, self-hating monster that just wants to suck away all of your life and just leave you to be this like skin and bone, mentally gone shell of a human being. And to be honest, like, it's so traumatic, and it's also like, as a symptom of starvation, it's hard to create memories when you don't have enough nutrients. So a lot of the memories of me being that weight are super foggy and like really warped, and I don't really remember a lot of them, to be honest. So yeah, that's pretty creepy. And I'm also not somebody who really has regrets, but the closest thing I've had to regrets have to do with the way that I treated myself back in the day, just a few months ago. Like skipping meals, going to bed hungry, forcing myself to exercise when I was so weak and so tired and so hungry, just ignoring all of my body's cues and just continuing to shrink myself until I almost had to be hospitalized. And I'm really thankful that I wasn't hospitalized, but at the same time, I feel like I should have been, because going about recovery by myself, I mean, I have my family, of course, but just without like a medical professional supervising me, probably wasn't the best approach. So yeah, and it's definitely not easy, but recovery is such a blessing, because even just something that I've picked up on is when I think about the future and I think about all the beautiful adventures that my life is going to take me on, I don't see it as so scary anymore. I think in the past, when I was underweight, looking ahead into the future, I was like, oh my god, I don't want to deal with any of that stuff. Like, I don't want to go on vacation because I'm gonna have to starve myself the whole time. I don't want to go to prom because I'm gonna have to starve myself to fit into the dress. I don't want to get married because I'm gonna have to starve myself at my wedding. Like, it was just so depressing, and everything revolved around food. And now I'm so lucky to even just be at a bit of a healthier place, because food is still a big part of my brain space in my life, but because I've gained weight, because I've began to start loving my body and myself and just creating peace with my body, I don't dread the future anymore. When I think about the future, it's more of a, oh, I'm excited to see what kind of adventures I go on and what kind of people I meet. And for instance, I'm going to Canada in a few days, which is where my dad lives, and I was just thinking about it earlier, and I was thinking, oh, I'm so excited to go out to eat while I'm there at all my favorite restaurants and go get breakfast at my favorite coffee shops and get muffins and cookies and ice cream. Like, it's not so scary to me anymore, because I know that I can eat whatever I want and not feel guilty about it, and just continue to eat whatever I want, and there's no restricting or, you know, compensating in any way. Like, I literally can do whatever I want. It's so freeing. And the fact that I put myself in like a cage almost in the past was so sad, because why was my day built around meal times? Like, why is that a way to live life? It's just, it shouldn't be. And I think another thing too, I don't know if anyone else has had experience with this. I think it's kind of funny. It's really sad, but I think it's funny, because I used to hate late afternoons in the day. Probably like 2 to 5 p.m. I hated that time frame. Specifically 3 p.m. I hated that time frame when I was underweight and like riddled with anorexia, because that was the time of day that I got so hungry, because I would, have a meal, and then I basically would just not eat again until dinner time, which is around 6 for me. So in that time period, I would just get so hungry and so tired, and I remember I would just lay in my bed and watch movies, shows, go on my phone, call somebody, like whatever I had to do to distract myself from the hunger until dinner was ready. I swear to God, it was horrible. And then even after dinner, like I wouldn't even be full. Like after eating a meal, I would still be so hungry. And I was just always hungry. Like I would have nightmares every single night pretty much about gaining weight, about overeating. And every night before bed, I would fantasize about going into the kitchen and basically binging on all sorts of food that I was craving, which is just like, oh my God, how sad, because I never really got to the point where I was binging, thank God. That doesn't sound like a fun experience, but I definitely did feel like a bit out of control around food, like around holidays and stuff. I don't know if that's really binging. That might just be eating a bit more than normal. I wouldn't call it binging though. The body image issues were also so terrible. Like I remember when I was rapidly losing weight, I started noticing it because the way that I saw other people's bodies around me changed as well. Like people that I originally thought were really thin, I began to see as just normal or even not thin at all. And it was just really weird. And I was like, is everyone's weight just like fluctuating? But no, it was just mine. Like my weight was fluctuating. I was losing weight, so everyone else started to look different compared to me. Like it was just so weird, and the way that I saw my body was just so warped. Like watching videos, seeing pictures of myself back then, I'm like, I don't even know who that person is. Like genuinely, I looked like a skeleton. And I remember at that time, I did not feel worthy of having the symptoms that I did. Like I thought there was something genuinely wrong with me physiologically. I thought I should be having a period. I should not be hungry. I should have more strength in the gym. I should have more mental clarity. Like I'm not even that skinny. When in reality, I was so skinny, and people, like strangers, would come up to me and comment on how I looked. Like that's the point in which I was so small. Of course, just a side note, you don't need to be that thin in order to have an eating disorder at all. You don't need to be thin at all. I'm just saying that was my situation, and it's just crazy to see how far I've come and how far I have to keep going. Like, and I feel like right now it's really hard because I am doing all in my power to not think about what I've eaten. Like I go through the day, I'm hungry, so I eat, end of story, like period. And I just try not to think about it. And then even though like anorexia is yapping away in the back of my head, like telling me this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, I'm like, you know what, babe? It would be bad if I wasn't gaining weight, if I wasn't getting my life back. That would be bad. That is the direction that we do not want to go. And yeah, I just wanted to put that out there because it's super hard for me to deal with this, and I know there are people out there who are in the same boat as me and probably have it a lot worse. But I just wanted to kind of brain dump because I'm having so many thoughts right now, and this is something I've been battling for years and years. Probably a decade on and off. which is crazy because I just turned 19, so you can do the math. But just a reminder that you are beautiful and life is way too precious and way too short to try to shrink yourself or change your body in any way that's not natural for you. You are always going to be the happiest and the healthiest when you just listen to your body and you just drown out the outside noise if it does not serve you. If this video doesn't serve you, drown it out. But yeah, I just wanted to be open and honest because I have a lot of videos up on my page, especially the earlier ones where I was very ill, and I honestly might take them down because they're kind of triggering to me and I don't want to trigger other people. And I just want to let you know that if you saw those other videos on my YouTube channel and you were like, oh, she doesn't look healthy, or you were comparing yourself to me or just anything like that, I just wanted to preface, like, I was not healthy in those videos, and even now, like I said, I don't have my period. I'm still underweight. I still have a long way to grow, and I just feel like it's important for me to be honest and share what I'm going through because it needs to be talked about. Awareness is really important to spread, and yeah, I'm just tired of pretending to be someone I'm not, and tired of making my life way harder than it needs to be and making myself miserable. Life is so much more than that. So yeah, I love you very much. Feel free to like and comment and subscribe and whatever you feel like doing. Have a great night.